So this is the arm for the filament guide thing I'm doing for this server cabinet. It's about an hour print, I think. I'm just going to clean some of that. There is a bit of filament. Just opening the door. Can I get in? Well, with the camera's right here, so it makes it a bit awkward. Still a very fine doesn't want to come off. I think I might just leave it. So this is in my server cabinet I talked about. This arm here is supposed to clean the filament off, but I've had problems with it. I think it's the silicone rubber I'm using. It's very like hard and thick. It's not probably flexible enough, maybe. Well, I also think it's my hot end E3D version 6 clone and the filament itself. I think it tends to ooze a lot. It's like glow in the dark filament. I've got it at 235 at the moment on the nozzle, 65 on the heat bed, but anyway, I think it does like become extremely liquid and oozes a lot. I'll probably try and knock down the printing nozzle temperature a bit from the 235 it's at the moment. I was running at 245. I've already knocked it down 10 degrees to 235. It's quite a big jump, that ABS here. But I don't know, I might try even cooler to see if it can help stop the ooze I get. Sometimes the ooze is quite bad. So this arm here, I'll talk about it in another video. It's on servo control. Well, it can be on servo control, and under the G code, start code, it can come out. Try and wipe the nozzle clean and remove the ooze. Now, to a certain extent it works. Sometimes it seems to work better than others, but it does wipe the nozzle clean. But even after wiping the nozzle clean, my hot end still oozes. Now this is a clone E3D version 6, just a cheap knockoff clone, whatever they are. It's got a piece of PTFE tubing in the throat in this one, and I think that is certainly causing me issues, I'm pretty sure, because that is, I think it's focusing on my finger here, which is on the glass here on this server cabinet. I think it is certainly bent quite near the nozzle inside, and I think that's causing issues as well. So I'm going to be looking for all metal sort of throat to put in there, or a new hot end or something. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do about that. I'm going to see if I've got a spare all metal throat. Because if you have a PTFE tube in the like throat part of your hot end, it can scorch, and that's what's happened to this one. It's been heated too hot. I think it's about 245, which was my old temperature I was printing at, is about the maximum you want to go if you've got PTFE tubing in your throat. Something like that, don't quote me on that. And that's the temperature I was printing at, and I think that, well, I know for a fact this end of the tube is scorched right near the nozzle there. And sometimes I think that's causing bits of black or grey, well, dirt. It looks dirty on the print sometimes. Anyway, this is the arm of this filament guide. Let me move camera. So this is a part I printed earlier. This goes on the rack frame. It's on the front at the moment, just for somewhere to put, but will be on the back. And this arm will go in this little slot. I don't know if you can see it there. well, hopefully it'll go in that slot, and I'll sort of weld it in using acetone. This is printed in ABS, printing at 235 on the nozzle, 65 on heat bed. So I'll be putting these online, these files. I'll also put a blank one online that you can, well, adapt to your own needs basically. So it just sort of clips on the wide, because some of these are wider than others. Some of these like gaps in here, you might notice there's a thin one, and got wide, thin, and they vary a bit. So this one will only go on the wide, sort of where the wide ones are, and that clips on there quite well. A bit of filing down, getting some reflections off this glass on this server cabinet that this printer is in now. So you see that scraggly bit, but staying out the way. It's a little bit out of focus there, I think. I've just been talking about the nozzle, and you might see there's a big gungy, almost black mess there. I've opened the door, so hopefully we can get a bit of a closer look at that. Roundabout here that need a back. So I'm going to have to sort out this hot end here, do something with it. Anyway, let's pause the video there. It's not got long to go anyway. I'm going to leave that. Okay, the bed's had time to cool. Let's get the cabinet open. You see that dingy mess. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, a bit of echo. In here, so as well. Let's see. Yeah, it comes off. So I'm pretty sure this is my like throat, PTFE tubing in the throat of my hot end clone causing this. There's a bit of an angle on there because that would fit in the angle of that around there. Things. Let's see if this will actually fit into. Yeah, where is it? There it is. Now this isn't in the position I want it to be. So the angle here is to go on the angle on the clip. Will it even go in? No, it's too tight. I'm going to have to file it down. Not much in it. I think it'll be maybe okay for the height, but not the width. I'm going to file this down a bit and I'll come back. Okay, I sanded inside this square hole a little bit, mainly side to side. There is a bit of a gap. Oops. There's a little, like a gap up and down, so that's loose. This is what that angle's for there. So this is very awkward for me to get in the camera here. If you hear any whistling, that's my inductors on my LED lights. So that angle sort of goes in like that. See, there's a bit of gap below it. But what I intend, I mean, that's in there pretty rigid actually, without even putting any acetone on it. So this is what I sort of sanded it down with, filed. Really quite, well, these are really useful for me. Diamond files, 10 piece, it says, different shapes. Not very expensive. I know it says diamond, but not very expensive at all. Let me pour a bit, just a bit of paper down here, because I intend to put some acetone on this. So are we in there? Yep, just about in the camera. Just going to put a little bit in this lid. Be careful with this acetone. And what I'm going to do first of all, I'm going to dip the end of this in this acetone and then push it into here. So you might see there's a bit wet on that. Line it up, make sure it's lined up. Try and make sure it's like level, square. Sorry, this keeps going out here. Then I've got a screwdriver here. I'm going to dip the end of this screwdriver in, get a bit of acetone just on the tip. Just like run a bit, touching it on the joint so that it runs down into the joint. And try and get focus a little bit better. Right, I'm just going to leave that now. Might put a bit like on here with the, I think I will anyway, with the screwdriver, because we'll get capillary action. Just leave that now. Put this back in the bottle. I'll come back in about half an hour. I'm going to leave that half an hour. You don't need half an hour, I don't think, but that's how long I'm going to leave it. Well, it's been about half an hour, near enough. Yep, and that's not moving in there now. I mean, it will bend. Look, I can bend that without that moving. So that acetone has sort of welded that. Just put a bit of a gloss on it. So even with that gap, like below there, it's still in there strong. So let me clip this to my server cabinet, sort of fastening things, racks or whatever. So here's like, don't know what to call them. This is where you put the racks in. Basically, this sort of tooth part here, almost, I think, is where the filament, I want the filament to go in, so that it'll push. Let's get the height right. Again, we have to go like where the wider things are. Let me see. Let's get the height just like right. I don't want it too high. I don't think, and too close. Actually, I might want to see if I can move that up a bit. A little bit of friction there. But that will sort of try to make sure that this filament doesn't come over this side of this spool so much and then maybe unhook off here. I'll just have to wait and try that. So I'll just say that that goes into my filament runout box that I used acetone on. This was an extension I used for my belt drive feeding mechanism here. The reason I did that because I had a web camera on my X-carriage, like a thing going out with webcam on, but I've changed over to using this security camera now, just because that meant having a USB sort of thing to a laptop, and I don't have the laptop anymore, so I've got the security camera instead. So that's obviously this can be sort of used to put on what you want. I'll put some blank ones on there without the notch on, so that you can, you know, design holes in it, change the design, or screw bolts in it, what have you. That's It's on there quite strong there. Yeah. Just can clip in that fork a bit.